So once we get to a point where we stop caring what other people think of us, you get to a point of peace,
Oh,
like
absolutely.
inner peace, and it feels good. But a lot of people on social media, and I feel like social media is a huge catalyst, and the whole seeking for validation. What's up?
What up, YouTube? Will Robertson here.
It's your boy Malcolm Eugene.
Today's topic, we're going to cover validation. I feel like a lot of times people can't even make up their minds. So what they do is they look at social media, they look to other people to answer questions or give them a direction in life. Or if they're doing something, they want a reaction from other people.
I think it stems from insecurities. People,
Yeah.
they compartmentalize their insecurities and they look for ways to have validation. Example, if you're looking at the love languages or languages of love, words of affirmation I would consider to be a form of validation.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, granted, it all can be, but
I think that one's definitely.
that one's definitely that. But even aside from relationships, there's something you believe. Is there something you believe in? You believe in working hard, working out,
Yeah.
sticking to a strict diet, whatever. People can feel certain ways about things, and they'll look for validations from people with a bigger platform, like celebrities. Abba and Preach, they just recently put out a video talking about why they're not talking about the issues going on in Palestine. But that concept can be wrapped up for just about everything: political, social issues, anything like that.
Religion, politics, anything. People feel like if you're at a certain level that you have all this power and you garnish all this. Well, if you say something, it's gonna make a huge impact. Okay, whether it can or can't, it doesn't matter. If I don't have any way of adding or giving, like, if we're not able to be a little more informative for you guys, give you the information you need, then why?
Well, the thing is,
even
it's
do
like
that?
you feel that way. Why do
Yes.
I have to feel the same way you feel? And then if it's the BLM stuff, well, they start to say it's because you're black. It's like, okay,
It sets these expectations, but so because I'm black, I have to feel the way that other black people feel. What if I disagree with some of the aspects of said movement or said thoughts of some of the people in this movement?
we have to come to the realization that we are all living separate lives and our experiences are all different. And we're all going to feel a certain type of way about things. And it's okay to feel that way. You have to validate yourself, basically. It's okay to feel the way that you feel, but you don't need to go out looking at other people to be like, yo, yeah, you're right. And, that's...
Same thing. We covered this in another video. Check it out. Virtual signaling and everything like that. That gets into that kind of world.
But even aside from virtue signaling, you
Yeah.
got the ladies on social media who are posting more and more revealing photos online to get 100 and some odd likes from dudes. I'm like, okay, attention. That's what she wants.
Attention seeking. They got sponsors. They got a following. So even if they necessarily don't believe in what they're doing or agree with what they're doing, they still do it for that reason, for the clout, for all that. So
It's like, we get it. You've changed. You worked out. You made commitments, and you reached your goal. That's great. 100%
wonderful.
support that. I like from afar, which means I don't like it at all.
yeah, there's no reason.
Like I like it, but I don't like it on Facebook. It's I don't know how to explain
No,
that.
I agree. It's to the point now that it's thrown in your face. Any of these social media platforms, even you could be just checking out what's going on, and boom, there it is. They're just throwing the business all in your face, advertising this and that. It's the fact that they look the way they do, and they know it's going to garnish them the attention they desire. If we were to take social media away right now, most people wouldn't be able to handle it. Most people don't know how to have an actual conversation with somebody.
Right. How do you
face-to-face.
have like reactions? period. Like reactions are limited now to a like or a heart or a ha emoji, whatever. It's very difficult. But in the language of validation, I think we find a lot of validating things in social media. You know, we feel down when our posts don't get so many likes or so many shares or whatever, and it should never really be that way. You know, for me, I put up a piece of content I worked hard on. If it only gets, I'm happy. For me, I'm happy that I finally got it done.
Yeah, exactly. That sense of accomplishment, that sense that you worked on something and put it out there. You created something.
Yeah.
You know, that's what you should be happy for. You know, granted, as you build yourself up and more people are like-minded, people comment, that's great. If it's creating dialogue, if that's your ultimate end goal, it's to create dialogue. But when you sit there and you wake up and you post something or you complain about your life and you want people to comment on it, or you just, you know, that's why I don't do Facebook and I haven't in like 2 years, is because y'all put too much of your business out there. We don't care what you're struggling about.
I read it. I read it all.
We read it all. We don't care. The world keeps spinning. Instead of putting it out there, why don't you work on yourself? You can do things privately. Not everyone has to know how you walk, how you move. Just
move in silence.
Exactly.
But check this out. So, I've seen your journey from where you started to where you're at.
We remember those days.
Would you have felt a certain type of way if you're at where you're at now and no one noticed a thing? Like zero, like nothing.
Well, that'd be, then if no one's noticing or taking a notice of it, well then, and especially when it comes to me personally, then I mean that would speak volumes. And what am I doing wrong? What have I spent the last 11 years of my life doing?
Are you saying, so basically with saying that, are we saying that validation is something that is kind of needed to help hold up self-esteem?
It's a little bit about, you can self-motivate only so much, but to me, inspiration comes from, behind the word meaning is inspiring, is breathing life into each other. So seeing somebody else do something inspires you. That action in turn, you do it, and someone else sees it, and it continues to recycle everything. So when done in a positive way like that, I don't expect it. I don't walk in a room or I don't go everywhere and expect people to say hi to me or be like, "Yo, bro, you live? Congratulations, high five." I don't garnish the attention. I don't expect for people to go out of their way to say anything. I don't want that. If someone come up and ask questions or something about fitness or how it works, that's great. Or, you know, wanting some that's great. I'm all for it. If you're working on yourself, but I don't expect it. It's like, that'd be like expecting like how some women are when it comes to getting into clubs because they're attractive.
Right.
We all know that's how it works. You have to have a certain number of attractive women inside
to get the dudes to pay.
Exactly. And if you're not so attractive woman, then you're right there in the line with everybody else.
Right.
So
let's put it on two spectrums then. So you got the I'm not good enough, I need validation to build up my self-esteem, and the I am better than everybody else.
Oof. Yeah, narcissistic.
The narcissistic. You know, I just bought this Lamborghini just because.
Let me flex.
Validation, it's a huge topic. It's much bigger than I actually thought it was going to be.
You know, it's really in depth because it's like anything. There's always a yin and yang to it. It's finding that happy median in between. It's being humble and, you know, and appreciative at the same time. Being confident within yourself. You don't want to be too low self-esteem because self-esteem comes from you.
Right.
What you believe and how you feel about yourself. You know, everybody can tell you all day you're a piece of shit or you're worthless, this and that.
Right.
But until you speak it and you truly believe it, is it a thing? People are going to talk about you all day long until you're dead. And even long after you're dead, people are going to talk about you. It's at the end of the day, it's what did you leave? What is the impression you actually leave on people? What does your character show?
As far as validation is concerned, thank you. Like, for me, I suck at taking compliments. I am terrible at taking compliments.
You got to work. Same thing with me. I just, you know.
People feel like you smell good. I'm like, thanks. I showered this morning finally.
Yeah. There you go. But but it's you give and receive. Somebody gives a compliment. I try my best. And I'm one of those people. I'm gonna be genuine. If I don't have anything to, you know, how's the family? I'm not gonna lie to you. You say you look
good.
You look great, and then you know
you have nice shoes.
Exactly. Because then if I say, "Yo, you look great too. Have you been working out?" No. Okay. Then I was just doing it. You know, just a virtual signal a little bit. It's a little virtual signal.
I wouldn't call it virtual signal.
Kind of.
I would call it more like gaslighting.
Yeah. I don't believe in just, if it's not genuine, then don't do it. Don't lead somebody to believe something that's not true. There's enough of that already pumping up. That's a completely different video too. Talk about pumping people's ego up, and it ain't even true.
People seeking validation is a form of gaslighting.
Yeah, and it gets to them getting their ego pumped up and everything like that.
Pandering, another form of validation.
Yes.
Or it's a weird form of validation because I feel like a lot of people who are pandered to, most people don't know that they are being pandered to unless you are so conscious to the tonation of people.
I think so, but I think once you get to that level, like as this shit builds up, as you blow up even more, and you start associating with more and more people, pandering becomes more prevalent.
Yeah.
I think right now it's just compliments and stuff like that.
Right.
But then when motherfuckers are going out of their way to do stuff or
Right.
gift you things or say, hey man, buddy, or bro, or
Let me tell you about all the times last year people would come up to me talking about, yo, when I was growing up, I had a black friend. I'm like, okay, first of all, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, that was weird. You know what?
I don't give a damn who your friends
There was
were
a couple.
growing up.
I've had a couple during that whole thing. Yeah, it was a couple. It was really interesting. Sitting at the gym waiting before it was opening up, and motherfucker came up. Hey man, I just want you to know, I'm one of the good ones. What?
What does that mean? I don't know what that means.
And it's awkward because it's me, this white guy, and like 12 other people just standing there quietly. Everybody does the usual things.
Any conversation about race is awkward as fuck.
It is. It freaking is. And he got to being apologetic and just...
As long as he didn't start crying.
No, he did. He's like, hey man, I'm not one of those guys. And
I appreciate
and then when he does, he did some 90s shit. He said, you know what? I'm here for you. And then the doors open. He goes, I was done. So he walks in, and everybody else just looks at me, just like, because I'm the only black person there, and he's talking to and everything.
That's the thing. It's like,
and he spent like 10 minutes doing this, man.
Yeah, it's a dark path. Anyways. Anything else to add?
No, that's it. We pretty much covered everything.
All right, so my name is Malcolm Eugene.
Will Robertson.
This one was really fun. I wanted to talk about this on my other channel. I'll probably try to go a little bit more in depth on it on my other channel, House of Malcolm. With that said, this is Elephant in the Room. We might be doing a rebrand coming soon, so be on the lookout for that because apparently people can't find us, but that's neither here nor there. We are outro.
Out.